Hey fast fellows, SpeeDMan here. Today's episode of Let's Play Civilization 6 Cleopatra Ptolemaic. We are going to make some more progress with this war, and we are going to start our second phase. I'm going to start moving our troops down here. And how much is a trebuchet? Trebuchet is 800. So what we can also do is we can actually very quickly get started on some trebuchets. And since he's at war with us and we're going to be at a long-term war, we might as well start trying to get our gold back. And so with this much value, we can immediately start restoring our economy in a way that's more sustainable. So I'd really quite like that. We need more niter. So what we could do is simply go here, and in the next turn, we will promote that. We will combine those two. We will get this promoted, and then get actually another one over here. Combine that with that one, and then essentially be in a really good position. We'll have two cores to work with that are both bombards, and then we can immediately start damaging the first city, and we can start working our way down south. Aha! You can see you came back. You decided to rear your head again. Means in this case it's actually a different vampire. So we're gonna go here, go here, and we're just gonna start pummeling these units. Promotion available. Awesome. That's good, and that one's got a ways to go, but this one getting a second promotion is going to be nice because we can actually do some better damage to these walls. There we go. So we'll designate a national park. That'll give us the era score we're needing for the next bit of progress. Now, because of that, what we'll do is immediately with this, we will continue building a couple more woods along this area. That way we can increase that potential tourism. And that'll be a way for us to really keep ourselves nice and positive in the long term. I'm gonna dial back a little bit. Take a very high defensive tile here. That'll be, I think, a 6 modifier, so we've got a lot of defensive combat strength here. We'll be a-okay. We're going to take crew weapons. That is going to be a better one for us because once we really develop our defensive strength, or really, you know, our attack against defenses, we can really do some proper damage. We're going to bring this back so we can heal up. We know his military is obviously going to come up here, but we're just simply trying to bait them out into a position that we can actually really hurt them. So that's going to be the best way for us to really do some real damage. Let's see, we cannot place woods on a pre-existing tile like that. So did waste a little bit of time with that, but I just wanted to see if that would work at all, and it did not. So that is something to note, that if you are trying to use a builder charge to place woods on a pre-existing resource, it will not work. Okay, so let's keep developing our setup here. What we're going to want to do is let's go ahead and start picking up niter for cheap. We will have 2 turns away from that, so that's pretty good. We're also, with 250 culture per turn, we are making inroads towards Cold War, so that's 11 turns, 8 turns, so that's 19 turns, 25 turns. So we're at maximum 25 turns away from getting access to rock bands, which we will immediately buy and start sending to the AI, so that way we can start displaying that really sweet, sweet pressure. There we go. So there's the modern era. There are going to be 2 big things that we need to work on. So with regards to the modern era, well, first things first, let's go ahead and get these armies built. So we'll do that. There we go. So that'll be a really nice increase for us. And since we are in the new era, we can continue working on these walls. Once we have walls fully set up in the long term, essentially once we have Renaissance walls built in that particular city, we'll be in a good spot. Now we can actually go back and get started on some other project work throughout our empire. That might be a good thing for us to consider. We can continue going for Renaissance walls here. Pick that up. Oh, 4 arrow score. Nice, dude. See, that works perfectly for us because district regional buildings provide extra production, and district's regional buildings reach 3 tiles further. So yes, that is a very nice one, but we can't do anything with it because we don't have industrial zones. So that's the thing we have to kind of be aware of. We don't have industrial zones. So our build is contingent more on something like the Eiffel Tower. So we're going to continue getting some more progress built into our empire, and by the time we get done with the medieval walls here, we can actually get some serious progress going. We could also just chop out another settler, or I'll go ahead and do this, and I will chop that out. And now I can place this, because that'll be improved. So that's much better. We should definitely consider getting some stronger field cannons, though. Getting a couple of field cannon armies might actually help do substantially more damage. 4 turns. Science situations really not too bad. I mean, we're definitely making inroads. Once we have access to flight, that's going to be super good. All improvements that provide culture. Amount of tourism generated is equivalent to the improvements. So, see, that's what I'm confused. I don't know if the generation of culture from preserves counts. If it does, we're going to be popping off. If it probably doesn't. Knowing the way this game works, it probably doesn't. Good. If I improve that and that, these honestly should be improved enough. Yeah, if I improve that, that'll go up. If I improve that, that'll go up. Okay, yeah, perfect. We won't have to worry too much. Eiffel Tower will just be kind of the cherry on top of everything, but it won't be the end-all be-all. We'll go ahead and, in this case, buy the sanctuary preemptively, since we can get some good value out of it now, and we'll be able to start getting other things going. So that's good. We'll get that dialed in. Eventually, we'll go ahead and purchase a sanctuary in this city, and that'll actually help get things going as well, so that's perfect. Oh, they just promoted to infantry corps. Nice, dude. That's going to actually do some more damage against these guys.
There is little man has made. The Cold War is not thawing.
Get certainty of another place. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll take certainty of that, and that'll give us back some more points as well. Okayama. Mont Saint Michel did get built, so that's fine. It didn't really lose very much of anything. I could have built that, honestly, but it was just so many more important things to build, so that was more kind of like a bonus wonder. Like, it would have been nice to build, but at the same time, not really a big deal. Now that can do some damage. That's a good one. That's big for us. We're going to go to the big threat there. Weaken the living heck out of the most important thing for us to attack. We're gold topped up, and we were doing pretty well overall, so it's going to keep improving what we have and then making that little by little better. Yeah, the appeal generation in a lot of these places honestly would be pretty nice, so we can go here and place woods down. As we can see here, the appeal immediately in some of these places just goes up. So that's why woods, like, that's why conservation is such a critical part of a culture victory. The potentials in both yields and also in just being able to set up some high appeal areas specifically for that tourism value is just, it's unparalleled in value. There. So combat strength wise, we'll definitely be getting little bit by little bit better. Having some nice decent units there definitely will make a difference. We'll essentially get first tempo. We'll get an attack done there. They'll hit us back a couple times. We'll go back here, heal up for a while. At least that unit will back off. We'll have some more space here on the seas. So that way we can kind of approach this a little more tactically. We'll go ahead in this case, and we are going to do some more damage with these units. And closer to that beautiful, beautiful coveted promotion that we're looking for. So we're going to keep dialing in and just doing more damage while we can. That could be good. The additional slots could definitely be good for us. We can put some very good ones specifically into that. So let's do that. Awesome. It's going to get weakened a tiny bit, but a little bit nonetheless. Just really every little bit does make a difference. That's a super good tile. Wow.
I ought to be jealous of the tower. For once you
Eiffel
have
Tower. Definitely a good wonder for us. That opens up a lot of options for seaside resorts, which we can definitely get pretty soon here. Let's see here. Seaside resorts will be right here. That's going to take, let's see, 7 turns. So that's pretty solid. Okay, so it's going to definitely be kind of hard for us to justify too many attacks at once. I might honestly just have to have this one fortify. This one attack. We'll go down so we can get ready to do some more damage soon. So, under strict rules, I can't capture his capital because it has other districts. So I'm going to leave that up to you guys. I understand the interpretation could be a little open. If we want to play a little more fun, we could go for that. It's really up to you guys, what you guys think is entertaining. Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. I definitely want to get some healthy dialogue on that. That way we kind of know, like, you know, what's going to be good for the rest of the run. We're definitely picking up more pace here with this particular war. We're definitely making our way down south here with this bit of a bottleneck. As you can see, we immediately just brought the walls almost to a complete shattered, so it didn't take us very long at all. But again, I'm very happy to be doing the series. It's a much tougher one than normal because obviously restricted to pretty much only building preserves. I did obviously build a few, just a few small holy sites. Didn't really do much with them, so they're not really doing very much for me in the first place. But honestly, this has been enjoyable. If you enjoyed watching this video, I'd like to ask you to hit that like button and subscribe. I want to thank you so much for watching. Again, if you have any interest in discussing some dialogue about, you know, what we can do when we finish up this war, we're definitely making good, you know, inroads with this war, but I wanted to go ahead and end the episode here. Thank you so much for watching. I got a video on the top left part of the screen. Go ahead and check that one out. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. SpeeDMan out.